Hello and welcome back to Dork Sports. This is playoff week 2. I'm Pike, aka Pike Von Doom, and with me as always is a very happy Miguel Silva and a not so happy Michael Trainer. And I'm not so happy Pike.
All around, I have joy in my life, but
Yeah. Well, just
we all as Dork Sports have something to be very happy about.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, before anything else, let's get into it.
Yeah,
Guys, we
hit it, and
we hit on our FGR lay on our.
Yeah.
We did it Saturday morning. You guys, you're allowed to join them. We've talked about them a lot. Anybody that's in the Discord, anybody that joins the Patreon can get in the Discord, can join us on
we went 1 for 19.
Okay. Shh. Look,
But
we came really close a lot of times.
The one makes up for all
to start the playoffs, to kick off the playoffs. We hit big.
Yes, just like last year.
Actually, you know what? I think it's a little interesting. You could make the case that the playoffs are easier to do because you actually get to focus on all these matchups,
specific teams and matchups.
It's a limited slate of games, so you really get to like hammer in and like kind of look at everything and decide.
Well, here
and in the playoffs, you kind of like you have an idea of who the team really is and who their key playmakers are gonna be that they're gonna go to in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the important thing. They're not resting guys when you're in the playoffs.
You know who they're gonna pass it to on the last play of.
You know who's barely gonna squeak by covering, and
we got the parlay
who's gonna get it on
the
like the
here.
first offensive play of the game? Like
if we went 1 for 18. If we went 1 for 18, this one was basically 18-1. It was 17 plus 1,755.
Like,
so
bang.
And it is the one that I put the most money on because I don't know. I felt like we had it, and we did.
We did it.
Oh man, what a good one too. I mean, let's just go through. Yeah.
Blake Corum, do you want to go through the games themselves also while we talk about each leg?
Yeah,
just go through the game.
Yeah, it was Rams and Panthers. The Rams did run the ball quite a bit in that game, and Corum was a big part of it. Well, he ended up with 45, so he got there, but he got there by 5 yards.
It was a close game. Oh man, I really thought for a second
that was really fun,
dude. I thought for a second that the Panthers were gonna do it again.
Yeah, well, because I mean. It felt like that was going to be the most fun game of the weekend.
Yeah.
And then the game on right after it.
And then there's some very fun games. There's only really one that wasn't fun at all.
Well, kind of two of them. The Chargers and Patriots wasn't a very fun game.
Yeah, no, the Chargers Patriots.
The Patriots
kind
a
of
bad game and a tough game to watch.
Yeah. But yeah, Packers covered.
Yeah.
Which I kind of thought they would. But I didn't expect this to be like a back and forth.
Yeah. Till the end.
Till the very end kind of game. Like that was the part that was crazy. And actually, I have to look at the stats fully again. Did Jalen Coker wind up with the most receiving yards over the weekend?
I wouldn't be surprised. He had a ton in that game.
Out of any player, I think he wound up with 137.
Jeez.
I want to say. And Nakua had 111 in the game, too.
Yeah, 134 and 111.
There may have been...
124 from Romeo Dubs. 137 from Colson Loveland, which...
Oh, that's right. Colston Loveland, I think, might have.
I actually have a lot of thoughts about Colston Loveland because he was like one of my last picks in the keeper league where we get to pick one and it's, you take the pick based on where you... Dude, I picked Judkins, I picked Scadaboo, I picked Jaden Higgins, all thinking that all of those guys might be my keeper. I had what's his name? On Tampa Bay.
Igbuka.
So all of those guys I thought might be my keeper. Colston Loveland might be the guy.
I mean, he not just that game, but like towards the end of the season. I knew we had him in a handful of our FGR lays, and I don't think he ever failed us.
There's a whole he had to break onto the team over the starter was Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
And the game there was a game that he got a concussion and couldn't play, and Colston Loveland had a breakout game, but then he came back and it was is he gonna be the top dog?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the season they started going to him a lot. And
which is really interesting because if you recall, they took him over Tyler Warren.
They took him, the second tight end, I think, in the draft.
No, first tight end. Colston Loveland was the first tight end drafted, and then Tyler Warren was drafted after by the Colts. And at the time of the draft, everyone was like, what the fuck are they doing? And then at the start of the season, it was doubled down because Warren had such a great start.
Right.
For the Colts, and the Colts as a whole had an awesome start to the season.
And they weren't even using Loveland.
Yeah, but now, you see why they thought so highly of him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a baller.
And Roma Dunze didn't get anything until the fourth quarter.
And, dude, I was like, oh, what the
Yeah, we looked like we were dead.
They didn't target him until the third.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I was willing to go, oh, this is a crappy one. I guess I was wrong. And then that one hit, and I was like, oh, we're geniuses, and for sure. Because the other ones, I think. What else?
Trevor Lawrence.
I felt like after that one, I felt pretty good. I felt like if we had gotten past Saturday, I felt like we were going to win.
Yeah, and we needed 25 out of Trevor Lawrence. He got 31 rushing.
Yeah.
But I think he got them, if not early, he was he was getting consistent yards. He was getting 4
at halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a standard Trevor Lawrence rushing performance. That game was interesting.
That game was wild.
I
thought the Jags would win. I still think they could have, and I do think there were some calls that obviously went the Bills' way, but spots.
I will say this: there were some calls in the first half that I think went the Jags' way.
True.
I think them being able to attempt that field goal kick at the end of the first half was kind of bullshit. So they missed, which was kind of
ball don't lie.
Right.
Yeah, ball don't lie. But the second half was a little egregious on the other side too. So it kind of evens out at the end.
Right.
But
and then we had Goddard to get 4. And the Niners.
All right.
Niners.
Do we want me to start? Do we want me to go in? Do we want me to go hard in the paint?
Can we start by for once just admitting you guys were wrong about Brock Purdy?
I jumped on the Purdy train a couple weeks ago.
He with that game he has more fourth quarter game winning drives than Joe Montana. He has the most now in 49ers quarterback history.
That's insane.
Game winning drives in playoff games. Playoff winning drives in the fourth quarter.
Because they all have to be close games because isn't Shanahan 1-50 when down by more than 7 going into the fourth quarter?
Something like that. I did see that stat also, but hey.
Well, as long as it's within 7. Which, I mean, all right. Is it time?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Dude, what the fuck with the offensive play calling in the second half? Let's just act like we're up by 30 when it's a 3-point game. Let's run to the right when the replacement right guard, who's been bad all season, and the backup right tackle, who can't run block to save their fucking lives against the shitty 49ers fucking front 7. Let's just keep running that way, because we're total fucking jerk-offs. And we just assume it's going to work. The 4 times they ran to the left, it worked. And they went, you know what? Nah, we're not going to do that anymore. Or the throwing to Goddard in the first half that was working. And, all those plays. It's let's stop because we're up by 3.
We barely hit on Goddard.
Yeah, we got our 4th reception.
We almost didn't hit on Goddard.
Last drive of the 4th.
Because the offensive play caller's a fucking jerk-off.
It was a great catch, too. I was pissed. I mean, he's a baller in... clutch situations.
He's not going to be on the team next year too. So it's what the fuck.
Well, who else do you think?
Well,
Brown's going to be on the team?
The Niners need a tight end, so
that would be nuts. You think Brown will be on the team?
No.
I don't think
No,
so
I
either.
think
Oh, no
I
way.
do think they trade him. Honestly, I expect their draft to be heavy on offense, and they supplement all their offensive talent because too much of their payrolls on offense now. They got to start paying all these defensive players that are
Right.
really good. So it's going to transition to we're going to replace Lane Johnson. We're going to draft a guard. We're going to draft a wide receiver, maybe a tight end too. Like all that stuff is going to get replaced, and it's going to be all the money is going to be focused on the defense now.
Devonta's good enough wide receiver one.
Well, yeah, he's
anyway.
going to be he'll be the number one receiver on the team next year.
He was playing great.
He's the man. I've said this like the past like 2 years where I'm like I think this is the year Devontae's the better receiver. I think this is finally going to happen. And
when he gets targeted, he makes plays. I mean, I had him since he was a rookie in fantasy. I don't have him this year, but every year, how many years is that? 2, 3?
No, he's been in the
It's
league
been a while
now
at this point.
for 4. Actually, yeah.
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 So I had him for 3 years, his first 3 years, and he was like a consistent, like, he's also been a guy that's made me a lot of, like, if you take him for first touchdown of the game, a lot of the time he has like kind of longer odds, and a lot of the time he's the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, I think he's a phenomenal receiver. It's just I think they need to really change up a lot of what that team is. And to be honest, this isn't the first time Howie Roseman's had to do this. Like, this is probably like the third. And they've been to a Super Bowl every time they've kind of had to do this retooling. So, until they don't, I'll expect, maybe they'll be the San Francisco Giants of football, where
it's just every other year for 5 years.
It's every other year, and the years in between they're fucking terrible.
Then the Niners have been doing a similar thing.
Yeah,
this year wasn't supposed to be an up year, even though last year was a down year. This year was supposed to be like, they got rid of pretty much every starter on defense.
We'll get to it when we get to the games this weekend.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I think it's the better matchup for them this week.
Yeah.
Of the teams that they were going to play. This is another. It's better. I think it's better than playing the Rams or the Bears.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that when we get to.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to that game.
But Ramondre Stevenson, first drive of the game.
That was
not even a problem.
All right.
Didn't sweat it. Not a problem.
I don't know if I watched the last half of this game. It seemed like it was already in hand.
It felt like the Patriots. I think that was another. So for as wrong as I was about the Jaguars beating the Bills, I was totally right about the Patriots just dominating the Chargers.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't. It's the Chargers. It's the playoffs. What did you expect?
Yeah. It was what was the final of that game? It was pretty
great. I'm
boring, right?
I'm celebrating the end, hopefully, of Greg Roman's career in the NFL. now that John Harbaugh got fired in Baltimore, now Greg Roman has nowhere left to go.
Well, unless because Harbaugh's gonna get a job.
Oh man, can you imagine he hires him again? I wouldn't even be that surprised. They love him. They just bounce him back and forth between them.
Yeah.
He was our offensive coordinator back in the day.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know Greg Roman.
Expect Greg Roman to be the offensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons next season.
Oh man, he will get you 10 wins in the regular season, and he will give you the most boring and stale offense you have ever seen in your fucking life in the postseason.
But yeah, Ramondre got his yards easily. And then we just had Mr. Kenneth Gainwell remaining.
Yeah.
Who
I think this game was the most shocking game of.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an absolute disaster of a fourth quarter. But I think that everything leading up to the fourth quarter set it up to be that way. They won the battle in the trenches on both sides of the ball. I mean, our offensive line and defensive line got dominated in that game, and it didn't really show until the fourth quarter. But on that last drive, Aaron Rodgers, possibly his last completion of his entire career, was to Kenny Gainwell to get him to 26 yards.
Dude, I was cursing their names. Because, okay, so Kenny was 4 yards off at the end of the half. Like, I was getting offered, like, 50% payout. But to me, I was like, he's right there. He just one passes. That's it. And they're going to him, like, pretty much every third down.
Yeah.
It was a third down. It was the last third down of the game.
Yeah.
Well, not. I guess maybe not.
I hate to do this, but this might be. I mean, obviously this will be out later, but breaking news as of right now. Never mind about Greg Roman being the offensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons. Looks like Harbaugh's going to the Giants.
Oh, that's interesting. Damn, there's a lot to work with there.
Please don't make Greg Roman ruin. Dude.
Jackson Thornton Scadaboo. Well, Scadaboo might be done already.
Malik Neighbors' career, who, also same kind of situation as Scadaboo. But man,
speaking of the cash out, I did cash out right after he caught that pass in the first half when we were 4 yards short. Mainly because it was a $20 bet to win 370, and they were offering 336. I was like, an extra $34 is not worth the sweat that it ended up being.
Dude, I was. Because we had this exact same situation. I don't remember exactly when it was, like week fucking 9 or something.
I think it was week 9.
That would be crazy if I was right. But it was the last play, or it was the last leg of the parlay, and I think we had Jaylen Warren receiving yards that time, and it was like he had 12 of 15 or something at the half, and then I just watched him not get another pass the entire rest of the game. And that was exactly what happened. And I was I was throwing a bitch fit. and then he hit by a yard, by 1 yard.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Rodgers threw a pick six to end his career.
Yeah. But
and
he did what we
incredible
needed.
stuff. The NFL is, it's magic.
And now like Harbaugh and Tomlin are gone, the AFC North is going to be completely different next year. It's Stefanski's fault. Like 3 of the 4. Honestly, the one that I thought was definitely going to get fired is the one that's staying.
The worst coach of all 4 is the only one that still has a job.
Like, holy shit!
It's insane. But yeah. So we won on the parlay, which was that was nice. Yeah. So join us this week. I guess we'll probably do it on Saturday again.
Kind of on a hot streak.
Well, yeah, there's games on Saturday, so yeah, we kind of.
So we'll probably
we will need to, unless we can do Friday night, but we'll figure that out.
I know. Some
guys, hop in the Discord. We'll let you guys know.
Some deliberation between now and then, since it's 4 games. Do we want to do 2 legs a game? Do we want to pick one longer odd game pick for each game to kind of keep it close to like the odds that we had last week?
I would rather it be 2 legs.
Yeah,
the way we do the 4 o'clock slate.
2 plays per game sounds good. We could do that. It could even be like, a player and a money line if we want to do something like that or whatever. But
yeah, we'll pick 2 legs per game.
Yeah, two
I'd rather it be longer odds or better odds. And be like, cheat down on like, instead of taking a guy's line, take like 10 yards under or whatever it is, the way that we did for most of them this week.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we would have hit with all the regular lines.
Because I do prefer being able to do that.
Gainwell was 33. I remember that.
Yeah, Gainwell wouldn't have hit. Obviously Ramondre would have hit. Goddard wouldn't have because I think his catch line was 4.5.
Trevor would have been really close.
Yeah.
Trevor was close.
Corum would have been very close.
Yeah.
So
Kenny Gainwell's probably the one that would have been.
I think we did take his line though, didn't we?
Whose?
I think it was 25. I don't think we were just. I don't think we were able to get less.
It's right here.
It was like just over 25.
It was 30 something. Yeah, Odunze's would have hit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Odunze's would have hit.
Yeah. So then, yeah, I would
I
prefer
think Goddard and Gainwell are the two that
to do it that way and just
maybe
figure out 2
Corum.
per game.
Because I think Corum covered our 40 by 5 yards, but I don't know what his total was right around 43 or 44. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I think Trevor would have covered. But yeah, the way we did it works is what matters. But yeah, if you want to just watch, check us out on the Twitter or on the Twitch for that. If you want to contribute, get the Patreon, get on the Discord. It's $1 a month.
It's $1 a month.
You're
not even going to notice.
You have that
with
in the
inflation.
cup
That's
holder
like, yeah,
of your car right now.
It doesn't do anything for me, but you know, we need guys to come hang out.
Yeah, and it just because
We're girls, I guess, but we don't want.
And just because football's about to end doesn't mean that we'll stop, because I'll be doing baseball picks in the Discord.
College basketball is gonna be kicking off in full steam soon, and you know, I'm paying attention to the NBA. I'm really looking forward to, you know, a potential big trade coming up.
Imagine a girl with the voice of Susie Colbert joins the Discord, dude. I would not like that. You guys would have timed it if you're late? Nah, dude. Get that shit out of here. Dudes only.
No girls allowed. Yeah. If you're a guy, $1. If you're a girl, $16 a month.
$69.
$80 a month.
All right. Well, that's that for last week.
For girls to get in the Discord, you have to tell me you like me.
You have to send me nudes, and you have to weigh less than 150 pounds.
Ooh, that last one's gonna be. Well, let's get into next week's games.
We can debate the metrics by.
Let's get into this week's games. Starting off with the Bills and Broncos. Current line: Broncos -1. Over under is 46. It was Bills -1.5 at open, I believe.
Although 46 exactly is kind of a weird number there too. This whole game's weird.
You can find it 46.5 on some books as well, it looks like. But yeah, this is the NFL.
Can we just say it? Like the Broncos being the 1 seed is just kind of like
it is weird. I don't.
Who was it? Was it one of you guys that pointed out? Someone was saying that like the main reason that they're being considered one of the best teams is they haven't had a bad loss, which everyone else in the NFL has had like weird, embarrassing losses.
Yeah,
like
Bills,
I think it was the Bills have looked like shit several times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like the Bills got smoked by Atlanta.
Times. Yeah.
Miami beat the shit out of them. That is the one thing. The Broncos are the only team that doesn't have that weird like. Why the fuck did they lose that game?
They don't have a whole lot of dominating.
They had a lot
either,
that they almost did.
Yeah, the Giants.
Yeah, the Giant game in particular was the one that would have been it, but they came back and won that game.
If they could have hit the extra point.
But I don't have a whole lot of trust in Bo Nix, but I do think that the Broncos have a heavy coaching advantage here. Sean Payton rules. McDermott is really not that good of a coach, in my opinion. It's just Josh Allen versus the Broncos, it feels like.
Although
Josh Allen and the NFL versus the Broncos.
The thing is, the Bills do have a good secondary, so they might make a very challenging game for Bo Nix. And the Broncos don't have like a particularly notable run game. Like,
that's true.
It's solid, but it's not like nobody talks about them being like a big run team.
I mean, I would definitely say that the Jaguars have a better run game, and
yeah.
They didn't win that
and they
game.
Didn't, yeah.
Although I think that it was because they didn't commit to the run enough.
Right.
Baishal Tootin hit on like the first so fast. I was almost upset if Trevor Lawrence wasn't like kind of just consistently also putting up his yards.
Actually, my dad hit on a Baishal Tootin 50, Parker Washington 70.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
And when Parker Washington got hurt in the first quarter, we're just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Damn it. And he came back, and we're like, I don't know if that's good either. And then he wound up getting 100 yards and a touchdown. I was like, oh.
I could
Parker Washington had a wild season.
I can see the Broncos giving the Bills a tough time defensively. Or, I mean, the Broncos defense giving the Bills a tough time.
Yeah.
It certainly could. Yeah.
The Broncos have a good defense.
And the Bills don't really have a whole lot of weapons.
I kind of like the under.
Yeah, the under's probably not a bad play. Given
46.
That the Broncos' strong suit on offense is the pass game, and that's the Bills' only good thing on defense, really.
I mean, and not just like the only good. Like, I'm pretty sure they were they're the number one pass defense, technically. Right. They allowed the least passing yards of any team. And we did talk about how it's probably because they allow so many rushing yards that like teams don't have to throw on them as much. But
their defense
it's an interesting matchup.
Trainer, now that the Eagles are out, if there's one team you'd want to see win the Super Bowl that's remaining, who would it be?
I mean, I kind of I don't care, but honestly, I kind of want to see the Texans win. I kind of like
want them to be the
certain
Patriots.
Players on the team. Like I like Derek Stingley. I like Will Anderson. I like the coach.
Yeah. I would like to see the Bills get to.
I love
Super Bowl.
DeMeco Ryans.
I'm kind of a DeMeco fan. I kind of like DeMeco Ryans.
It makes me sad. It's like it was nice that Saleh failed with the Jets so that we could get him back. I think we're gonna lose him again this season.
Really? You think he's getting a head coaching job, or
he just signed with a new agency? He's already supposedly hearing offers, at least to interview.
I want to see.
They are talking about him as a big candidate.
I want to see the Bills
in my mind,
get to the Super Bowl and miss wide right.
Dude, he have you seen what he's done with the Niners this year? They have no one.
They have nobody
left. They have no one left. They already gave away everyone. I mean, they had a whole salary cap situation where they just had to cut a bunch of guys to pay off the void years, and they had to let people walk in free agency that they probably really could have used them to stay. Good players that are
all on the Broncos. It feels like.
Yeah, it does feel like
they're all on the Broncos now, and that's why their defense is really good.
Yeah.
This is Niners Seahawks. Seahawks are 7.5 point. Or I'm sorry, that's written wrong. Seahawks are minus 7.5. Over under is 45.
7.5. It's nuts.
I might be tempted to take the Niners here just because it's Sam Darnold throwing the ball on the other side. Sam Darnold in the playoffs.
I don't think that the Niners will lose. The thing is, they kind of he didn't really get much against them last time. It was really just the offense wasn't able to do anything, and I don't know that that's going to change.
Yeah, Seahawks defense is pretty.
Pretty
good.
I don't expect McCaffrey to drop a pass into the defender's hands on what would have been the touchdown of the game, or maybe even a game altering a momentum changing drive that he just kind of gifted to them.
Yeah.
He doesn't normally do that. You saw the pass from Juwan Jennings. He usually ropes him in, but I don't know. They are a tough defense.
Also, Pearsall, what's his status?
He fucking tore his PCL, dude. I really don't think that he's gonna play.
Oh, because he was
Demarcus Robinson had 111 yards and a touchdown. Yeah. So who knows? Who cares? At this point, we should lose. We should have been losing for a long time, and it's hey, whatever, man. I guess we'll see what happens. It sucks to have to go to Seattle.
Yeah.
We've had experience with losing.
You guys split with them, right?
Yeah.
This season, yeah.
Yeah, they bookended. They played the first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Seattle's defense is really, really good. I don't know if Sam Darnold's going to matter that much in this game. How he performs, I don't know if that's going to make too much of a difference.
I think probably the most important injury that I don't know if there's been an update on is Jair Brown, the safety.
Yeah, because obviously Kittle's done. I mean, Kittle's done,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
It is a shame. It is a shame. The guy is a fucking beast. The guy is like so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, when healthy, he is probably the best tight end overall.
And
NFL.
he's being paid like it for this year, fully guaranteed than for next year.
Yeah. Which, I mean, with the Achilles tear,
he's 32. It's really tough. Like he's.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's 40 like Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but for the way that he plays,
him to run a bit more.
he's the most got that dog in him player ever. You know, it's like just like plays out of his like physical ability just because he wants it. I mean, he played a Super Bowl with a broken ankle. I was saying last week he was gonna play, but he shouldn't, and this is exactly why. But he will try to come back,
right,
for sure, and we'll see because he's not gonna play next year.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like week 1. It's like I'm gonna play.
Yeah,
he's not gonna play next year. You're not gonna come back from an Achilles injury like that. But I think that the NFL is really lenient about performance enhancing drugs when you're injured. I do. I think that they don't really test when guys are out for like a significant amount of time. And I think that his rehab, he's going to be allowed to get fucking stem cells and HGH and whatever. It just like to get maybe one more season out of him.
Yeah, right.
In 2027. I mean, we have him signed until 2030. But he just literally this year signed a 4-year extension that made him the highest paid tight end in football. So classic injury luck for the Niners on that one.
It's because of that electromagnetic field or whatever.
Yeah, you know they've been using that same practice facility since like I guess the electrical station was only built in like I think 2013 maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't like it probably has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's just I mean it could
be back to the whole Indian burial ground thing.
Yeah. Poltergeist.
There's got to be something. What the fuck is going on, dude? What the hell?
Maybe the team. I mean, I always at first go to like, who's the team doctors? Who are the physicians and stuff that get you like prepared? Like that to me is where I would look first.
But that's the thing that like the Niners like
in charge of that.
In all of the like player exit surveys and all that stuff, like the Niners always rank among the highest teams in any services, like in all physical therapy services, like in all the like craft services and shit. Like when the players rank it, it's like the Niners like taught the Warriors how to care for the players and create like.
Also, I guess the other question would be, what are their practices look like? What are their
Well, supposedly they're hurting each other in practice.
Well, there you go.
That is like been
doing that.
That has been like a criticism of them, and I think specifically of Saleh that he like.
Well, because I think that like you look
hit.
at the Eagles do the exact opposite, and they have maintained health pretty solidly over the last couple years.
Right.
They haven't had like a major like, oh, what the fuck, this guy's hurt.
Yeah, some of those injuries they're tough to avoid, but it's the non-contact ones that you're like, yeah, something maybe is not right. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, if you get popped in the head and you get a concussion, there's
I can't even keep track of how much of our salary cap is on IR right now, but it's like 75%. Is all the highest guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Trent Williams is playing sort of. I don't think that he's going to be able to get the run game going against Seattle. I hope that he's,
7.5. You think? What do you think about that? What do you think about the line?
I think if it's closer than that, we could win. I think that if it's a close game, we could pull it out.
Right.
Like my concern is it becomes too similar to that last game, and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, the Seahawks cover even though they don't really score. Like,
Yeah.
Another possible under here. I wonder if actually I maybe should have looked up the trends on teams with a bye and how their over-unders go in that first game.
You know what's funny?
Historically in the playoffs,
My feeling has been for a long time that the bye doesn't help teams.
It doesn't in college, that's for sure. Or it hasn't.
I think it all depends on how you do the bye, how the team prepares that way. Like, you look at, like, Andy Reid historically is phenomenal after a bye.
Right.
Like, he knows exactly what to do during a bye week. He's a master at it.
Yeah.
And then there are some teams, you know, I think Seattle could be one of those kinds of teams, an inexperienced team, where that bye week might hamper
possibly
their ability to play, you know, clean football.
Michael McDonald,
but
we don't know how.
That's one that I kind of won't know till I see it, because this is such a team filled with, you know, young guys that you don't know what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, that's true. Young coaching staff too. Well, I mean, at least Mike McDonald is, you know, relatively new. Wait, who are his coordinators?
I think a Kubiak.
Oh, that's right.
His
name's being thrown around as a possible replacement for Tomlin.
Yeah. The Seattle OC is definitely getting some head coaching looks. The Rams coaching staff as a whole, always gets plucked. The
McVay.
Yeah, the McVay tree is slowly growing.
Yeah. Well,
which then again is more extensions of the Shanahan tree, but
I know, which is a very similar situation of just like anytime we have a good coach, they're gone.
Right.
We get a lot of compensatory picks for having black coaches that went somewhere else, though.
Shout out.
And we don't seem to do that well in the first round, but we get a lot of good third-round picks. So
those matter, man.
Oh,
it's been the only reason that the team is still alive.
Yeah.
That and like mid-season acquisitions of dudes that were like maybe gonna retire that are just kind of balling out for no reason. That's the thing. Like, they could just absolutely collapse at any point, and you wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
So it's like
the Eagles' strategy is taking guys cut from the Saints. If the Saints cut a guy, the Eagles are like, we're gonna turn this guy into a star.
All right. Next game on the list is the Texans and Pats. Patriots are favored by 3.5 at home. Over under is a very low 40.5.
40.5. I know this is the lowest over under.
Probably still goes under.
This might be the game. I think Sunday's a better slate than Saturday. I like the look of the Sunday games more.
Yeah.
I think this is a great coaching matchup.
Two defensive-minded coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a defense-heavy game. It probably does go under 40.5 if I had to guess. The spread, I could see go either way.
The pay pig.
The pig could ball out.
That Houston defense, they've put together some very strong games.
Yeah, their front seven is very nasty.
Yeah.
And the Patriots defense also nothing to,
Yeah, you can't,
Maybe a little less flashy, but they've been a very solid unit. And I mean, that's what Vrabel does, though. I mean, he's a...
Yeah, I'd say the Texans have more star power on defense than the Patriots, but the Patriots play solid defense all around.
And the Texans have a very questionable offense.
Yeah.
And not just because I think that CJ Stroud... Never mind. I actually have to go to
the offensive line of the Texans is kind of their weak link.
Right. Uh-oh. He said he had to go to the bathroom. I don't know if he meant to cut the camera off, but yeah, Texans take.
Oh, because he's gonna talk while in the bathroom. That's.
Oh, there we go. But yeah, I mean, I could see. I don't know. I don't know. This is another matchup where I'm like not. The Texans defense.
Positive.
is very impressive, but I'm not impressed by them as a team as a whole. Same with the Patriots, although big Drake.
Well,
May
I mean,
guy.
honestly, which of the 4 teams in the AFC, like which one's really the most impressive? Yeah, I mean, it honestly might be the Patriots.
Could be. Yeah.
Like they're probably the best team left in the AFC overall.
And did they? I mean, did they already vote MVPs? I know it doesn't have anything to do with the playoffs, and it's supposed to be regular season.
It should already be. I think the voting's done. I think they don't announce it till next week.
Do they?
I mean, it looks like it's going to be Stafford.
Right. I would go with May though, because I mean he's done a lot more with less. Stafford has a team full of weapons, and Drake May really doesn't. Diggs and Hunter Henry.
At least in terms of like, because I like the offensive skill position players on the Patriots. I think they're all solid. I mean, none of them are at the level of Puka Nacua
or Devontae Adams.
I guess.
I would take Devontae over every receiver on the Patriots.
I like Kayshon Boutte. I'm a Kayshon Boutte fan. I think he's a good player. I like him. I like both their running backs. I like their tight ends. I think they're solid on offense as a whole. I think they're a nice, well-rounded team. Although, dude, deep down, fuck the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, always.
Dude, fuck.
I do forget that it's the Patriots.
Yeah, I hate all Boston teams, honestly.
Fuck them.
They're like just a different team entirely in my mind at this point. Like,
the Belichick stink is off of them a little bit.
Yeah.
I forget that they're from Boston. It's just like, oh, the Patriots seem fun.
Yeah. Well,
I love Drake
May. Yeah, we're Drake May boys.
We just really like Drake May.
Ramondre Stevenson didn't do a lot for me in fantasy, so actually I'm not really that big a fan of him.
But he got 15 yards receiving last week.
But he did win me a parlay last week, and I won $200. So actually, I love Ramondre Stevenson.
But the line of 3.5. Where are you guys at on that?
Ooh. You know what? I will say this though. I think whoever wins this game is going to the Super Bowl. I'll say that.
What I was saying earlier, I want the Bills to make it to the Super Bowl and then lose on a last second field goal attempt.
That they miss.
Go back to the 90s, take us back to the Bills of old, and have break their hearts once again.
I would be kind of shocked to see the Bills beat either of these teams. The Broncos are a kind of weird matchup with both of them, though. A similar, strong defense and offense, where it's like they've been good, but...
Yeah, I expect the Bills to be going to either Houston or New England in the AFC Championship.
I get that. The Broncos don't have the Broncos don't have the playoff experience, and I do think that comes in a lot. Although I think that next year the Broncos could make a more serious run.
I'm kind of forgetting, and
they played the Bills last year, right?
I was just about to read. The Bills beat the shit out of the Broncos last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is definitely a revenge. This is Sean Payton. Sean Payton knows how to motivate, and this is mode next with another.
Yes, he knows how to motivate.
Yeah, he's pretty good at motivating.
$50,000 to concuss Josh Allen.
Hey, let's go. Make it happen, Sean. Take the NFL's final golden boy out.
Well, I mean, if they take Allen out, then I guess Stafford's the last one left.
I guess it would be.
I guess Brock Purdy becomes the
darling,
the golden boy. Can you imagine? You guys would be pissed.
Could be Drake May.
He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. Look. You just have to say he's a good quarterback.
He's good.
Yeah, he is good.
He's at least the best quarterback that the Niners have had since Jeff Garcia, and I think he's a lot better than Jeff Garcia personally.
Listen, as someone who knows plenty about Jeff Garcia, Someone who has to sit.
I had a- I had a
Always
Jeff-
says plenty about
I had a
that
Jeff
person.
Garcia jersey when I was in 3rd grade. I was a big fan, honestly. I didn't know about him being gay and that being the reason that Terrell Owens left the team until later. I found out.
You look like you could be a Garcia.
Well, Jeff didn't.
Yeah, Jeff didn't at all.
Jeff Garcia looked like he was a rat turned into a human.
He had a really hot beard though, didn't he? Wasn't his wife?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I thought I remember like there being a Sports Illustrated like football wives.
That's so funny.
Spread, and she was like super duper hot, and then that's
Again. I was in 3rd grade, so I was just paying attention to the game.
You were gay then.
Kind of.
Oh man, but yeah, as far as this game goes, there's not really any prop lines out for it yet. At least not on the Texans side. There's some lines for Patriots players, but
yeah, I have a feeling this might be the hardest game when we do the FGR lay.
Yeah.
To pick props on also.
Well, yeah, 2 really strong defenses, and it's tough to figure out how either of them is going to try to get around the other.
Trevion Henderson's line's 36.5.
Is Nico Collins playing?
That's in doubt, I think. He had a concussion, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen any reports, but
although
he's in concussion protocol.
Charlie Kirk.
That's so crazy that Stephen A. Smith said Charlie Kirk.
Even though I've known Christian Kirk longer. Like I feel
Who
like
he
Christian
is?
Kirk has
Yeah.
kind of been like one of those staples in the NFL of like, oh, Christian Kirk is still in the league.
Yeah, Jags? All right. Oh, Texans?
The Cardinals?
Cardinals? Yeah.
Well, he was on the Cardinals for the longest, right?
Probably for 3 years, maybe 2 with Jags. Yeah, and this is his 2nd year at the Texans or first?
Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough one to call. I feel like I know every team Christian Kirk's been on, but the timeline I couldn't tell you.
I think he was on the Cardinals for more years than the other 2. I think he was only in Jacksonville for 2 years. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough one to call as far as I don't know. Patriots maybe buy him down to 3. It's tough. I don't know. This game could go either way to me.
Yeah.
It could be a game that you tease the under up, so like try to get like a 45.5 or 46 under.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Maybe even tease the total up to the under, and then tease the Texans up as well to like 10. Because I don't think either team wins this by double digits.
That might be a good idea. Yeah. Texans plus 10.5, under 47.5.
Yeah.
This is the first year of the Texans, 3 years with the Jaguars, 4 years with the Cardinals.
Okay. We were off by 1 year each. So.
Yeah. All right, and then Rams Bears is the final.
Yeah, probably the most fun game on the slate.
I think so.
Yeah.
This will probably be a shootout. It's 48. It's 48.5.
Bet the Rams in the first half, Bears in the second half.
Honestly, yeah. Probably. It's probably the
kind of
smart thing
how the season has gone for both of those teams. I do think that the Rams probably win.
I don't know. I feel like the Bears are the team with like
they got something going on there.
Yeah, that feng shui, that swagger, that thing that
I got Bears.
You can't quantify.
I got Bears over Bills in the Super Bowl. Honestly,
I think of all the teams that you could bet to win the Super Bowl right now, I would just bet on the Bears.
They're getting they're 20 or 25 to 1. I mean, it's still huge odds for them.
Yeah, they're huge odds, and it's kind of they got that vibe to them.
They do.
Where they might win.
Like I said at the beginning of the playoffs, I really think this is a year that literally anyone could win. I mean, not anymore. Yeah. You know, obviously the Steelers can't win anymore, but I thought this year was wide open and no team was really looked that dominant Tournament. Over.
Nice correction there.
And it depends on the weather, but this could be an over game for sure.
Yeah. Bears don't really seem to have a very good defense. Obviously, their offense will make up for it most of the time. The Rams do have a little bit better of a defense, I think.
Yeah, but like you saw with Carolina, you can throw on that Rams defense, and I think Caleb Williams
he will, yeah.
And I got to be honest, I was right. I was so far, at least in his career, I've been pretty right about Caleb Williams becoming a very decent quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, I kind of refused to believe it for a long, like even during the season, I kept being like, well, they're winning, but they're not really. It's just by accident. But they have a very solid offense.
That coach last year was a dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson
was a moron.
Ben Johnson is
the guy for this job.
A good coach.
I mean, he was. They're so lucky he fell into their lap at that point because.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he could have taken the Washington job last year.
If only he could have waited one more year.
Well, who's gonna play quarter? I mean, I think Ben Johnson going to Chicago had everything to do with Caleb Williams.
It did. Wait, Caleb was already there, but yeah.
Caleb being there had everything to do with Ben Johnson. You mean?
Yeah, Ben Johnson going there had to do with Caleb Williams being on the team. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, he chose that destination because he's like, this is the quarterback that I could mold into my offense.
It does, and that kind of feels like why Tomlin left. I'm not totally clear on that situation, whether he was pushed out or whether he actually stepped away.
I feel like that was a mutual thing.
Yeah, I think they probably brought him in.
It seems like you guys are gonna have to hit a hard reset, and he was probably like, "I'm not all right. Look, we tried. Look, It's the same way I think Steve Kerr is with the Warriors. It's like, we're gonna give it one more shot until Steph is done, but I think we all know that you're not gonna be the coach for whatever the next version of the team is.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to.
Well, I also think that I think that the Steelers probably should have done this a while ago. It's just that Tomlin has been good enough to keep them moderately successful
in the playoffs.
Yeah, he gets them into the playoffs. He gets them above 500.
Yeah, he's brought bad teams to the playoffs. I mean, like Kenny Pickett run
it's just
teams.
Listen, they need to kind of just be bad to get good enough talent to get over the hump.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's so good that they just kind of refuse to do it.
Yeah. And I think that happens with teams where it's like you hold on to the pieces that are good enough to get you to be good enough, but then it's like, all right, you don't have a quarterback.
Right.
And you gave it a try with a guy that is a good quarterback, kind of the same way that the Bucs were. And I don't think he wants to be stuck with the current Bucs.
Yeah, right.
Anymore, which I guess you guys kind of were pretty much even with the Bucs this year.
Actually, Tomlin to Tampa makes a little sense too. Although it sounds like they're keeping. I don't know. It sounds like they're keeping Todd Bowles, which I'm kind of shocked by.
Right. I think the Steelers still have rights to Tomlin. So if he chose to coach for another team, then we would need I think cash and draft compensation for at least 1 year.
He might even pull a Sean Payton where he does TV for a year.
I expect him to go into TV, and maybe he comes back, but I expect he seems. I mean, just watching some of the antics and little things during press conferences and stuff, he doesn't mind being in front of a camera at all. I think he's gonna end up being a guy for Fox. I think
he'll be better. I think he'll be better at TV than the last Steelers head coach that went to TV.
Yeah, right. You don't like Cowher?
Oh my God, he's awful. He's fucking terrible.
Awesome coach though. The chin, dude.
Yeah, great coach, but Jesus Christ, he's fucking unlistenable. If I want to take a nap, I'll watch CBS's pregame.
You know who he's like? He's also pretty mediocre at TV, but I love to see him every time. Is Steve Mariucci.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
Mooch.
speaking of the Jeff Garcia years. Steve Mariucci was one of my favorite coaches.
The Mooch.
He's such a funny guy, but yeah, he is also just like such a milquetoast. Like
He's,
you know,
I mean, he's like, violently Italian.
Yeah, we somehow found a more Italian head coach. I didn't even think it was possible.
Oh shit.
yeah, because he's one of the lazy ones.
He's one of the hothead fucking. He's one of the meathead.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, that's the slate. Well, no, wait. We got college. The national
Yeah, we do
CFP
have,
college
national
national championship.
Let's keep it simple.
Hey, watch out! Watch out! Maybe I was right about Miami.
I don't know, man. I think
All right,
Indiana is about to whip some ass.
Yeah, well, hey, just wait. Dude, I literally have no idea. You guys were all like, yeah, I think Indiana, whatever. I was like, Miami.
I mean, listen, Miami's had a good run. I think that this is a bit of a shock, them getting here.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like them beating Ohio State to begin with was kind of like
yeah.
Oh,
but that is one of those things where it's like sometimes you just need that one win, and then teams do ride a hot streak, especially in college.
They do have a great defense, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. Like Carson Beck, especially, has been playing like, I told you guys I was good enough to play this game. Like, even though I still have my doubts with him, I think a good teaser for this game would be bringing Indiana down to 6.5 and maybe over 41. But I don't know. Maybe under. I don't know. Maybe teasing the under, honestly. Because both these...
I think I like that. I think I like -6.5 over 41.5. I don't see a problem with that.
Because, I mean, in the last two games, Indiana scored more than 41.
Yeah, so. I think that's my point, is Indiana might cover the over by themselves.
So and that was like a big, you guys were all in agreement that they were going to go under in that last game, but Indiana dominated. I mean, they hit the over by themselves.
Yeah, they did. Didn't they? 50, what they have, 50?
They scored 54.
They went nuts.
54, the over-under was 52.5.
And so, yeah, like, Miami's been good on defense, but are they going to be able to do anything against Indiana?
Because Oregon was decent on defense as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Cignetti's built a monster. And it might only have to do with Mendoza, or it could be all Cignetti, and the Raiders find that out the hard way.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the interesting to figure out. Is this Indiana team like the 2019 LSU team?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be
Burrow.
like Saban's Alabama?
Right.
Or Ohio State? Like, is it going to be like one of those perennial, or Georgia from a couple years ago?
And how many offers is Cignetti going to be able to turn down to stay at Indiana when there's bigger universities knocking on the door offering him like 10 times the pay?
Yeah.
But
although I mean, like, also,
they've been a fun team to watch.
Like, it's another thing that, like, we also, when's the last time we had like a big college coach come to the NFL
and succeed?
Yeah, like, it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Arizona gave Cliff Kingsbury a shot,
right?
And I feel like that's the last one I remember.
I mean,
it almost Saban, yeah,
Saban failed miserably.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
True.
Does Jim Harbaugh count? Because also kind of a failure so far. Kind of a huge failure so far.
I got to the playoffs with a team that wasn't shit before he got there.
Yeah, but I feel like they've had like a lot higher expectations than the way that they performed.
I mean, they did make the playoffs with the coach before Harbaugh too. Like, they're kind of like still kind of the same as they were before.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So yeah,
maybe even worse this season. They looked really crappy this season, honestly. in several games. In some games they looked really good, but in a lot of games they looked really bad.
How many did they win? 10 or 11?
11.
It's a lot of wins.
Honestly, there
it's
was
a lot of
stretch
wins.
where they had, there was a stretch where they won like
welcome
7
welcome
in
to
a row.
the welcome to the Greg Roman fucking
Yeah.
Experience. Well, goodbye to the Greg Roman experience for the Chargers.
Thank God.
So it sounds
Dude, he
like
better not go ruin the Giants. I mean, imagine that offense with
he
Greg
better
Roman.
he better go ruin the Giants. He better go ruin the Giants.
True, I guess. Yeah, you guys.
Fuck them.
Yeah, so it sounds like we're all well now. Miguel, you think maybe Miami?
Yeah, Miami's taking it all the way.
Plus 8.5.
I mean, I just
Yeah, take them on
Indiana's
money
too
line.
good.
Money line, Miami. You heard it here. But yeah, I guess that'll wrap it up for the slate. Boys, you got anything you want to get to plugging?
Well, yo, Dork, it's been, the last one was great. The one before it was great. We're on a fucking hot streak, and there's going to be a lot of really good episodes coming up. Next week, we got Billy Geyer and Rob Hall out in Long Island. 2 weeks after that, we got Zach Amico in New York City. And Drew's coming back
Hell yeah.
for an episode.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
And then 3 weeks after that, we're gonna have the Workforce Titan guys. We got Ryan Foster and Mr. Tubbs
That's rules. That's
in
rules.
Philly. It's gonna be a lot of fucking fun.
Are you gonna do a Workforce Titans wall?
I don't know, but stay tuned at least because they do it on Sunday, so it'd be.
They kind of do it all over the place.
I'll see. I'll try to pop down.
What's the
Anyway?
What's the wait? When's that one? When's the Philly?
It's the end. It's the 26th, I think, of February. Yeah, because it's 3 weeks after the 5th. So February 5th, Zach Amico. February 26th, Workforce Titans.
Hell yeah.
And then I have some more very fun episodes coming out after that. I don't have them fully fleshed out, so don't let me, get ahead of myself.
I think you kind of gave me the idea of what the one after the Workforce Titans one would be.
It could be very cool. There might be some complications. We'll figure it out, but
shit. I was gonna be like, yo, I might have to go.
You definitely have to come if we pull that out. We'll definitely figure something out with that. It just, it might not be as cool as at one point we thought it could be, but it will still be very fucking fun. But we've got a lot more in the works. So stay tuned. Join the Discord. It's only $1. Or the Patreon is only $1, and then you can join the Discord through that. And check out Celebrity Death Pool. I just won fucking $300 because fucking Scott Adams died. So rest in hell, dude.
Yeah.
That's actually what we're gonna do when football stops. It's just like we don't care about the other sports enough. We're gonna make people dying into our sports.
I'm already doing it, dude.
Into
it out.
Sports gambling.
Check it out, Celebrity DP.
On YouTube?
I've tricked my friends into. I've tricked the local comics in Long Island into joining a Ponzi scheme, where I'm the only one, I guess, researching who's gonna die next.
Man. Well, come on, let's go Buff Bagwell and Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
kick the bucket, boys.
Shoe Nice, baby. I'm all in on Shoe Nice. I pushed all my chips to the middle. Oh, I was actually telling Tim about that earlier when we were playing on Arc Raiders.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Arc Raiders.
Oh, Cuedo.
Yeah, we're plugging Arc Raiders on the show.
Oh, Cuedo. 49er. And a breakfast for dinner.
Trainer. Walking Dead Zone. Let's hear about it.
The Walking Dead Zone, Saturdays. Last Saturday, I did it at like 1 a.m. It ruled.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, there's
That's
a guy
what they're the most about.
Yo, dude, so this past week at 1 a.m, guy passed out. An ambulance comes by. Doesn't even check on him. Puts another guy in the ambulance, and as the ambulance is parked there for like 45 minutes, guy walks up to the guy laying on the ground, smacks the ever loving shit out of him to get him up. He wakes up like, what the fuck happened? Then falls back asleep and gets pickpocketed by the guy that smacked the shit out of him.
Let's go. That rules.
It was such a great 30-minute sequence.
That's the real arc raiders.
That is the real arc raiders. You guys have something nuts going on in your city.
They got a safe pocket.
You gotta have a safe pocket. Well, I mean,
that's the unsafest pocket I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I've done a little work on some transitions and stuff. I'm doing a little
production values going up.
The production value's going up. I will be this week's episode will be debuting the transition for the Michael McDonald hour that I made. It's very dumb.
You've been working on transitioning for a long time.
Listen, if you guys need transitions for anything, I'll fucking sit down for an hour and a half and make one that's very dumb.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting back into video editing. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, Pike Von Doom, Twitter, Twitch. Check out our FGR lays on, well, it's going to be Saturday morning. If you want to win with us, like we won. But other than that, we'll catch you next week. Peace.